Beep, 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 beep. How are we doing? Welcome to the Court of the EDI Jester. How are we, good people? Okay, this is something that I've been meaning to do and have a read of and understand for some time. Buy me a coffee, subscribe, all to the usual, right? Okay, so we're in America, we're in the USA. Oh, say, can you see? Hello, Americans. How are you? And in particular, we're in Oklahoma, etc. Right? Okay? The famous Rodgers and Hammerstein musical, beloved by gay men everywhere. So, Oklahoma. Now, Oklahoma, along with other states, have been passing various pieces of legal matters, right? Or executive orders, right? That will, stop saying right, executive orders that will end diversity, inclusivity and equity, right? Or as some other people call it, DEI or EDI, or every time they rename it and just bring it back in a different coat, right? So this is a big thing, right? Because it allows us to understand, or gives us a, if you will, a template to understand how we can end this in organizations, okay? It would need to be obviously put into some kind of English understanding of how we can end it. So what I've done is I popped this up. It's because it's a PDF, right? I've popped the link to it in the Substack, to which the link is in the Dubras. Right? Got it? Good. Okay, so it begins, this is from December 2023, and it was actually filed by J. Kevin Stitt, who is from the Office of the Governor of the State of Oklahoma. And what he's done is, he's gone after their money. Now, I've said before, the secret is to go after their money. Because what you've got to remember is UKRI, which is the UK funding agency, now wants people to spend up to 25% on EDI. It's just insane. They're stealing money. They're stealing our money to do their divisive crap, right? So, the governor, Kevin, has said that executive state agencies should not utilize state funds, property, or resources. That covers the lot, doesn't it? State funds, property, or resources to, colon's appropriate because they don't like it album, right? Number one, grant or support diversity, equity, and inclusion positions, departments, activities, procedures, or programs to the extent they grant preferential treatment based on one person's particular race, color, ethnicity, or national origin over another's. So that first one there is very important, because that's one of the problems we've got in this country, which is that means that's the end of the affinity groups. They'll get no public funding and they cannot be carried out on public property, so that they're gone, right? Where's our government with this? That's what we need from our government, right? So they're gone, okay? Bye-bye affinity groups. What it also means is that you cannot raise one protected characteristic over another, right? So that's all the nonsense out the window from that point of view, right? Number two, mandate any person to participate in, listen to, or receive any education, training, activities, procedure, or programming to the extent such education, training, activity, or procedure grants preferences based on one person's particular race, color, sex, ethnicity, or national origin over another's, right? I keep saying right. Shut up. Right, so I did it again. Damn it. Right, and again. I'm going to have to start this again, aren't I? No, I'm not. Thought it, right? I did it again. Right, so I was, and again. It's like some kind of weird Tourette's. So, that second one is absolutely vital, because it means you can tell whoever it may be, you can go away. It can't be done on the public, in the public sector at all. Take your training and shove it up your back passage. That's what effectively it's saying. Number three, mandate any person swear, certify, or agree to any loyalty oath that favours or prefers one particular race, colour, sex, ethnicity, or national origin over another's. How fascinating is this? Number four, mandate any applicant for mandate any person to certify or declare agreement with, recognition of, or adherence to any particular political, philosophical, religious, or other ideological viewpoint. This is good, right? You get that, right? It's good, okay? Number 5, mandate any applicant for employment provide a diversity, equity, and inclusion statement, or give any applicant for employment preferential consideration based on the provision of such a diversity, equity, and inclusion statement. It's like he's going around removing all their vital organs. And number 6, which is actually my personal favourite, and I know that there are those of you out there who will be very overjoyed to hear that this is in it. Number 6, mandate any person to disclose their pronouns. Further, it continues, executive state agencies, including institutions of higher education, should initiate a review of diversity, equity, and inclusion positions, departments, activities, procedures, and programs, and, if deemed necessary, restructure and or eliminate functions that are not necessary for compliance, accreditation, or student and employee support services intended to support success broadly. This is a resurgence of meritocracy. So if you look there, these lying equity swine who will in fact elevate people based on identity in order to cause disruption, right? To stop so that everything falls apart, right? So I'm doing right again. Before they come along then and say you've all got to be the same. Meritocracy is back in Oklahoma. Okay, notwithstanding the limitations and mandates set forth above, nothing in this executive order may be construed to limit or prohibit institutions of higher education, including executive state agencies, supporting those institutions' work, from applying for a grant or complying with the accreditation requirements by an accrediting or licensing agency, including but not limited to submitting to the grantor or accreditation agency a statement that highlights, for example, the agency's work, and here come the examples: first-generation college students, students from low-income families, students with unique abilities, or underserved student population. That's the first part. So he's going for, right, let's get rid of the die-nutters, right? We're going to bring back some good old-fashioned class analysis so that, we're going to help people that need help. This is equality of opportunity written in a document right there in Oklahoma. I'm just a girl who can't say no. And it will not prohibit from people complying with applicable anti-discrimination laws. Furthermore, the executive order should not be construed to apply to institutes of higher education with respect to the following. They then detail, for example, academic course instruction, something to comply with state level initiatives, guest speakers, data collection. It highlights where it doesn't apply, which is utterly brilliant. But by the time you get to that, the damage is already done. So what we have here is a masterclass in eliminating equality, diversity, and inclusion from a state. That's how you do it, right? You drag them back to the gutter where the rest of us are. These high priests of EDI. I think it's glorious. And by the way, because I said at the beginning, I found the link. I've just seen it now on the screen. I was looking for it everywhere. Now it's just on the screen. I found the link, so the link will be in the doobries at the bottom. Go on, have a look. Let me know what you think, because I think it's good news.